Sure, me can't help it, yeah. Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, on me. We come again, yeah. Today I'm gonna be cooking some creamy chicken, Grandad style. Now, what we have here, one of these spring onion, you know them big one, yeah. So we used the other part already, so this left. We're gonna use that. We're gonna cut our Scotch bonnet pepper, probably use half of that. We're gonna de-seed it and take the membrane out. With onion, we're gonna chop our onion up fairly large. 2 cloves of garlic, we're gonna squash those, chop up. No, everything we're gonna remain large and chunky. Then we're gonna put it in with our chicken, season it all up. There's a piece of chicken. I never have enough chicken, I don't think so. That's defrosting, it's frozen. Right, we have some soya sauce. We have some pimento seeds. We have some all-purpose seasoning. We have some black pepper. We have some coriander seeds. And we have some all-purpose seasoning. These may be mixed up, but it don't matter. That's what you need. Yeah, we ain't gonna put no salt in it yet because these could turn out to be quite salty. So once we get everything going and we taste, we can always add salt later. Yeah. So what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna dice these up as I say, devein that, mix it all up, chuck that lot in top of it, cover it down and put it in the fridge to marinate for however long. Yeah, minimum an hour. Yeah, and then we're gonna come and do our thing. We've still got the cream and the cheese and that side of things to come, but for now, here we go. Hold tight. There it is. Yeah, so we get our spoon now and we just mix that up. Yeah, so give me a second to do that. Okay, this is the stage we're at, and it's hey, listen. Oh my god, the food smell like you say. Listen, let me tell you something. You see when food look good and food smell good? Trust me, it must nice. By the way, let me tell you something else again. You see, if you're using Scotch bonnet and you're afraid of the heat, because I use Scotch bonnet mainly for the aroma. I love the smell. Yeah. So what you do, once you mix up all your seasoning, you cut your Scotch bonnet, but you don't mix it up on it. You just rest it on there and seal it so the aroma stays in the container. Yeah. When you finish all that now, you take it out. You don't cook it with the food. Or if you're gonna cook it whole. Don't burst it. Yeah? Okay. I'm gonna put the lid on that and I'm gonna carry on. Okay, so I'll talk to you soon. Trust me, it's gonna be nice. We're gonna do our spaghetti and our cream sauce later. But for now, all right, so come. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. No, I started this yesterday. I said a couple of hours, but it's been in all night, the whole 9 yards. Yeah. Now, first thing I'm gonna do is search around there and get the Scotch bonnet off. Well, I can do that when I'm putting it in the pot, but get rid of the Scotch bonnet. Yeah. So if I step over here, got my frying pan ready. I'm gonna put some oil in there. Got my kettle going on. I'm gonna put some water in here to start boiling for the spaghetti. Once I get my chicken brown off in here, and then I'm gonna transfer it into a dish, and then all this seasoning, the peppers and everything, I'm gonna put back in here, and I'm gonna fry that all up, all separately. And then I'm gonna make the gravy, the cream sauce to go with it, yeah? So let's get our act together and get moving. You okay then? In a minute. Okay, here's my chicken. I've separated it from the seasoning. Now my pot, I had my pot on the fire, I poured my oil in, but as I was standing there doing what I'm doing, I could smell the heat. So in that case, you just pull your pot off the fire. Yeah, just keep an eye on it where if your back is turned to it, pull it off the fire, don't let it heat up no more. A couple of seconds, minutes, straight back on the fire, you get your meat. Yeah, pour your meat in there. You see it, still hot. Yeah, turn your heat down also. Now, I said before, I think I mentioned that the bone's still in the chicken, just because, no particular reason. Yeah, and I'm not feeding babies, so whoever gets bone, there you see. Children or guests, give them the bits that ain't got no bone, but for me, I'm quite happy with the bone. So I'm just gonna keep this going. You can see all the bits of fermenter coming up in there. What looks like black pepper. Yeah. So I'm gonna turn the fire up just a little bit more. You can hear it as if though it's dying down. And just keep an eye on that. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Or I'm gonna let that do while I get my spaghetti on. Okay, talk to you in a minute. Okay, as you can see, I've put my pasta in there. Stir that around a bit. Now, I've pulled it off the fire. Nothing wrong with pulling stuff off and putting back, yeah? Keep control. You're in control. You're doing the cooking. Now, we're going to put a little salt in here to taste. Yeah, and we give that a little mix around. Like when you get up. Sure, I mean, hey, listen, I was trying not to do none of that on this video. Ooh, I got burnt. There's my chicken, doing what it's doing. I was taking the lid off of it because the lid went that way, the steam came at me. If you're moving your lid, that way, steam away from you, yeah? Just a bit of smart. Right, so we'll rest that on that pot there for a minute. We'll just give our chicken a little of that. Turn the heat down if needs be. Let me turn the kettle back on, I forgot. Put it on, but didn't switch it on. No, it was on. It boiled already. No, it wasn't on. Ah, stupid thing plugged out. Alright, give me a minute and I'll put the kettle on. Listen, you need a drop of water, just a drop. Yeah? Keep them juices going. You hear that? Not too much water. Alright? And then shut that back on there. Don't do like I do a while ago. You see that? Could have burned myself. Anyway, back to this. This is how we run this thing. We control this thing. Put that back on the fire. Yeah? We need more water in there. Hang on. Right, the taste from that is perfect. So I'm just going to keep that at medium heat now till the kettle boil. And I top that up. I want that kind of, what do they call it? Al dente. Yeah, listen, I'm coming out with the lyrics. Oh my days, you are smell this. Listen, you are covering on my yard for some. I kill some, trust me. Oh my gosh. Anyway, the Scotch bonnet that I put in it, yeah, I can't taste it, so I've added a few black pepper grains, but I get the aroma. When you put in your meat, yeah, and it comes to about this stage, maybe a little bit before, you taste it to see if it's got enough salt. Because remember, you didn't taste it because of the seasoning. Now I've tasted this and it's perfect. I don't have to add any more salt to it. But if you taste it at this stage, this is the stage you add your salt. So we're gonna just let this go on, do what it's doing for another 10 minutes or so in there. Keep an eye on this. We can't do our cream sauce yet because we're gonna use this. I'll show you that part, yeah? So stay with this for a while. Okay, this is where we're at now. We've done our chicken. Here's our chicken. Looking, oh my days, tasting just as bad. See that? Going crazy? Remember, keep an eye, because that's going to start boiling and go crazy. It's going to boil over on your stove, yeah? So get your spaghetti down in there. Pull that off the fire while it's going mad. Yeah, get your spaghetti in that pot. Just same way. And you're going. So it's a spaghetti and pasta thing. It turned out to be Grandad gone mad, yeah? So let's get this in the pot. Just, you see what I'm doing? Just soften it as it makes its way down to the bottom. If that get hot, just blow. Just blow the steam away from you, yeah? Get your, what you, utensil that you use to mix, see that? So Grandad do it, you know, one thing, everything. Yeah, boil the kettle, I keep telling you, more hot water. Right, now we got this to a stage where we can control it. We turn our fire down, we get all of our seasoning, and we scrape that out in there. We're gonna use a little bit more water, wash that out, and put it back in there. And we're gonna leave this a couple minutes, 5 minutes or so, till this boil, yeah? And when that while that's doing what it's doing, and this is doing what it's doing, we're gonna draw the fire down on both of them so they cook at a moderate pace. And then we're gonna start our sauce, yeah? So we're just gonna let this do what it's doing. Today I ain't chatting no foolishness, no time for it, yeah? Just cooking. Serious thing today. Okay, sorry about that. I'm gonna leave that lady crack on doing what he's doing. I can't help but laugh. The food nice. The food nice. Wait, you don't know me, yeah. You know, most nice Rastafari. Watch them if you get to take out the peppers. See, and you chat too much, I'll take it out. You hear? Right. We have our onions and thing doing what it's doing here. We're gonna now, this is on a minimum fire. You can't get lower than this. So it's just keeping it warm basically. So that's good to go. The spaghetti is cooked, the pasta is cooked, the chicken is cooked, everything is ready. All we're gonna do now is deal with our cream sauce. Sorry, I was just picking up this. Yeah, we're gonna deal with our cream sauce now. So what we're gonna do is get the cream, pour it in here. Keep it constantly stirring. You want to keep it at a medium heat, yeah, not too high. You don't want it to boil, you want it to just warm through. Once it warm, then you add your cheese. I may not be able to show you that as I'm going along, but you will see the end product. Little salt and pepper in it. Taste, yeah. Make the cheese melt out before you add salt, because the cheese may be salty depending on the cheese you're using. Okay, so I'm going to do that and get back to you. Okay, I've used two types of cheese. I've used mozzarella and cheddar. Right, I draw that off the fire, turn the fire off, yeah? Now, once you hold your thing like that, see? Your cheese is melted, yeah? Your sauce is ready. So put a little I run out of black pepper, so I put garlic pepper, same thing, mix up with. It's black pepper ground up with garlic. Then, I've added this all in here to mix up with everything. I'm gonna pour a drop of this in here, mix it all up. My vegetables, they're doing its thing. And I'm going to get my spaghetti and put my spaghetti in, because I want this to remain a white creamy sauce. Yeah, this, because of the gravy, the seasoning, it's going to turn color. I didn't want it all to be turn color. Yeah, so that's my reason for doing two. Okay, that's step one. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to add our chicken. I'm just going to place the chicken on top of there, round and about. Okay, there you are. Mixed up my chicken and my pasta together. Not too much, because I don't want the flavor of the chicken to be overpowered. Yeah. White color. Yeah. Tell me, that don't look like ice cream. That look like a dessert. Whether I did I lie? That look like a. All right, watch. We're gonna finish this off. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. We call this one Grandad delivering the goods, trust me. Yeah? And then I drink to wash that down. You see that? I saw people for eat. Not them thing where you sip on TV, little piece of thing for tears. So when you finish this now, you know, say your belly full. Yeah? Grandad style. Later.